it's not like apes are coming in with the technology themselves. It's not like apes are trying to create new weaponry or whatever. No, the whole thing is like, wait, if we let the apes get our
but they
weapons,
but they can't, bro. They haven't gone to that part of evolution yet.
well, that's the problem. That's the problem is like, okay, but right now you're about to fast forward an evolution stage by giving them technology that we took hundreds of years to create. And they're just gonna stumble upon it, click a gun, and then that's it. Okay, like what do we do now? Did you see that hanger? Freaking tanks, freaking jets. If they start flying jets, bro,
I really wanted to see that part. I was like, I want
if
to.
they're flying jets, movie doesn't end like that. Movie ends with the fact that the apes take over the hangar. Okay. If that's the solution, within 5 years, they're flying jets. And if within 5 years
Oh,
they're flying jets, they're understanding the mechanics, dude, they just skip 1,000 years of evolution.
of
If
course,
not
of
more,
course,
if not way more. I'm not a
of
scientist. I'm not
course.
gonna try to put it in scientist terms. But all I'm saying, it's like just that progression, just the fact that you skip. I mean, I guess they know how to make fire because they showed you how to make fire. But literally, that's where they were at. They were in
Yeah.
the literally, we just created fire stage. We know how to make fire ourselves. And now,
Mhm.
they're talking to. So if that's what you want to kind of pose that question, it's like, okay, but do you realize like the story you could tell is like what kind of evolutionary steps is being jumped by them accessing technology that was already built by humans? I think there's a better story there than just, oh, girl comes in, girl is like intelligent human, girl survives attacks from apes somehow, and then girl ends up stealing the cassette player for the human tribe, so that and then there's a human tribe that's been actually immune to the disease, to the regression. And so their whole thing is like that chip is the reason why they can communicate with the whole world now. One chip.
I
Like
mean,
I'm not a scientist. I'm not
but
saying.
Phil, it's like right now. Let's say we were post-apocalyptic, and then we can find a microphone, and then you're like, what? A microphone? Yes, the microphone becomes gold when we finally find
But
one
they all
because
have
we need.
microphones.
I'm just giving you an
Yo,
example. I'm giving you an example of like a post-apocalyptic world, and like we couldn't find mics. We have all this technology, but we don't have any. No microphone works, and then we find one basic ass JBL microphone. You're like, oh my god, this is gold, and then somebody's like, fucking microphone? That's it? That's all you needed? Sometimes that's all you needed. Mind you, whatever they found was not as basic. I don't think it's that basic neither.
I think
It's
it's that
basically
basic,
it's
but
how
it's
you run
pretty basic.
satellites. Phil, that's what you need to run satellites. And NASA uses a lot of those things. And let's say they needed a third one, it's like a memory thing.
But all I'm saying is that trope is so annoying in movies. Like the bad guy, they need that like a little freaking jump drive to like kill the world. Oh God, oh stop.
That's
Like
Mission
I mean,
Impossible. That's
yeah,
Mission
but that's
Impossible.
all. It's all. It's
All of the
all.
Mission Impossible
It's all
was
the
get the
mission.
chip, get the. Remember
It's
back
always some
the floppy
microchip.
disk, the floppy disk back in the
The
days. It'd be
floppy
like
disk. It's always. It's like, so we had no backups for like cases like this, emergency like this. We never had this. How many movies have there been where we need a microchip? Can we do 5
or yeah,
microchips?
we have to
And can
destroy
we hide
we have
like
to
the other
destroy
microchips?
we have to
Oh
destroy
yeah,
the
they have to destroy
recording.
the
They have to
one
destroy the recording,
microchip.
and then I'm like,
That would, like,
they could have copied it somewhere. Like what?
yeah,
That's
it's
that
like,
can't be
can
the
we
only
copy?
copy.
And mind you, this is not like an overnight thing. So this didn't happen overnight. We we saw the monkeys getting intelligent one at a time, and then humanity regressing one at a time. So
They had time to
the
go. They
plan,
had time
they
to.
had time to go and be like,
They had
okay,
time to
let's
go.
download all these informations. Let's put like a microchip in every great continent, and let's leave so many things for us
Yeah.
to find. Then make it a story. My point is, when you have such a nice canvas as a setup, as humans regressing and
Mhm.
apes evolving, can you give me a better story than find a microchip to save mankind?
In that
While
case,
in the
I get it.
meantime, you're trying to tell me humankind is bad because you're trying to tell me the story through the apes, right? Because really the main actor is not the girl. It's really what's his name? I forgot his name. Because it's not Caesar. I wanted to call him Caesar the entire time, but it's not Caesar. Noah.
No.
So Noah is the no, May is the girl. Noah is the name of the Noah's Ark. I don't even know what they were going for there. You know what I mean? I guess it's a good thing for a movie if we're just stuck on like the reasons why certain characters, not the reasons, but like if we can talk about, oh, this idea would be better, or what do you think this idea, because they made that decision, what does that create for like future things? I think it's good, but I think it's also kind of weak that, we're talking about find a microchip to save mankind through a story that's not, it's not like apocalypse happened yesterday.
Well, so
Nobody had time.
basically, the story is deeper than the plot of this film.
Yeah, the plot is so superficial, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then there's like hints of so much of a deeper story. I want to know how the guy, the other human, the other intelligent human that was in the show. I want to know that story more. How the hell did
But that's for you to come back for the next
Proximus?
movie.
How the hell did Proximus find this guy? Why can't I know about this story of how
Yeah.
Proximus became Proximus?
So the prequel to this is better story than this story.
Then the
This
story
this
itself. It's
this
like,
story this story it's in between two movies, and then they refer back to it in dreams. It's like, oh yeah, remember when we had to go find that chip to do this? And then it's
remember
like
that
it's like yeah,
girl?
I had
You remember that girl we
yeah,
finally
yeah.
did that one
Now
time,
and now
and we
now
had
she's
to like
30.
go and
So
yeah,
this is
and
the
we had to
girl
go
in her,
find the
in her
microchip.
30s saying, yeah, I had to do this adventure back like whatever a few years ago.
You
But you
can't
can't make a
believe like how
movie.
these apes
Yeah,
think.
you can't make a movie out of that part. This is a flashback. It should have been a flashback only.
It should have been a flashback. It should have been a flashback. I
And
don't
in
like
that sense, I get it. I do get it.
and
But
really, it's the girl that's the key to everything.
I think in
It really
conclusion,
is her.
it's a filler movie, and they made it good enough. That's why we expect a little bit more. But they took it from the bottom and they made it good enough. That's why it's where it's at.
I feel like to have such a great concept. No, how Proximus became the leader and basically made this human his yacht is what I want to know. And then you have the story of after or now the humans are regaining power, and the apes technically have a flooded hangar, but I mean, let's be real. You could probably salvage a lot of stuff out of that hangar eventually.
That it hurt my feelings when I was like, I really thought there was a scene towards the end of the movie. I thought they were gonna go back there. I thought
Yeah.
because think about it, if they killed all that tribe, like they're dead, right?
With
It's
a
submerged.
waterfall.
It's submerged in water, right? And technically, I don't think that water even stays there that much. But anyways,
No, because it should be like a whoop and then coming
whoop
back.
and
Because
exactly.
we're not
So
talking
now
about like the world water levels went up. This is just
exactly
like a
a
dam that
wave.
was put there.
It's a wave.
A wave. Who built that anger here? If it was just gonna get flooded.
Worst case scenario, you can build the dam back. You can block the water again, the same way they build it, and you can go in there, and then you have access to the 1,000 years fast forward. So that's worth it. It's actually worth it more. I can't believe they went back to the forest to go rebuild.
Dude, oh my god.
Damn. I'm like, you
Yo,
have a
yo,
hangar that's made out of
yo,
metal. You're gonna build your life with
yo.
sticks. You have the
First thing
technology
I
that's right
said,
there. He saw the gun. He knows there's guns there. Go get a few
first
weapons.
thing, first thing I said when I saw the tribe the first time was really sticks and stones.